Alright, LGs of the Tube, welcome to another episode of Shredder Knows Best. This is about Platinum mode, man. This is about the control points that I like to use in Blood in the Snow that get you out of the Hawatches and get you out of the bubbles. So it makes things a lot easier for most of the waves, and to be honest, it probably isn't great to be used if you're just playing with randoms, besides maybe the first few waves, because the heavier they get, the more reliant you are on potentially having barrels or ignite, or, you know, if you have 3 Ronin that know what they're doing, you're probably going to be running triple fire ult, or at least double fire ult, with a single healing ult. Ooh, 40-second outpost, mate. Rob's 38. Ain't bad for a dude with a few bombs and some kunai, man. That's a good way to start. Anyway, let's get on to the main event. So let's just cancel this disciple. Oh, damn. I like to smoke down here and then leave her on 1%. Just kill her just before the wave starts. That's not really worth a second. Anyway, so here I'm right next to the spawn. I'm not in Hawatcha territory. I'm out of the bubble territory. I'm safe as. It's easy money, man, here. So we just stand here, chill here, and wipe the wave when it comes, which should be, yep, there we go. So double powders. Yeah, Kunai's just absolutely wrecked these first waves. Is that done, nut? Oh, Steph Curry from range. Yeah, wiped, done. Easy, right? So you're standing way out of the zone, man. You know, you're not getting taken down by Hawatches. The waves pretty much dust before, you know, and then you can ult whenever you want. You know, so, yeah, I think you'll find as well, like, that's why I said the double fire ult as well, or triple fire ult, because I think the more you stand outside of those Hawatches, besides maybe the hunter at Outpost, you know, you'll find that you'll need less and less heals because people aren't getting damaged as much, you know, besides when they need to go kill a disciple. It might be a different story, obviously, for the dude at camp, because he has to solo that. You know, that might be better, in all honesty, as a samurai. But I think, you know, having Ronin with kunai, or at least maybe even double legendary Ronin, like they deal a lot of damage in that small zone, man. So I think that helps is the heal ult. That's why you can probably potentially drop healing ults and just have the fire ults, because you've got 3 Ronin with heal ult with their ability. There we go. So we're just chilling back here in the safe zone. I'll probably kill her a bit early there, but whatever. Life's good. We're chilling. We're all good here. Oh, I think we got the second wave here. Here's the wave. Double. Yep. Kunai. And it's wiped. It's done. Easy money. And we've got our smoke again. You know, got our kunai. There's stuff on the ground over there if I really want to go pick it up. But at the end of the day, I'm safe as I've got my ultimate to heal or to fire ult. Like if that was the... Look who's getting hurt as well. There's the 3 dudes at the point, man. You know, I'm just here ulting to save everyone. Not really, but like I think you can kind of see the picture here. Like it's a much safer way of playing because you're nowhere near the Hawatcha. Okay, so this is camp. I hate the start of camp, man. That little bubble that comes up, man. Thank God that barrel went off. Anyway, we just cruise around here, get into position on this left-hand side here. Smoke. Do I smoke here? Yep. First wave. Yep. So just throw some shit. Kunai. That was a bit much. I went a bit hectic here. I should have really saved this, because if I cop the next wave, because that's white. That's easy. But I mean, if I cop the second wave there, I would have been, even though I picked up some stuff there, I would have been in a bit of trouble. So if you're at camp, I think you're better off having 2 people. Like, look at these guys. They're just cruising through the Hawatches, man. They have to go from point to point, right? So they're just putting themselves at risk of being hit by Hawatcha. Whereas if you stay in these positions, as long as you got enough bombs to get yourself going, you know, it's all good, man. You know, another wave here. That's just a single powder bomb. I think I was just trying to do it just to try and save my stuff. There we go. Oh, wiped. Lucky I didn't get back to back, but still, it's, you know, it's 1 bomb. What are my bombs? I can't remember. 7-2, easy. You know, so fell off. But see, you can't get me, Bubble. You got nothing, mate. You got nothing. So it's just a safe way of playing. And look at these guys, man, dodging Hawatches and shit. Oh, taking damage. Oh, almost dead. And here I am, just chilling, man. Playing it easy, mate. Playing it safe. Taking down waves. So yeah, these are like much easier ways to play for me in my experience, because the more you run around from point to point. I went a bit hectic here. Just save that. It's all good. What happens here? Just another wave. Oh, I let those two guys through. That's right. Yeah, so this is a back-to-back wave. Oh, no Steph Curry this time, bro. And look who's getting hit. Not me, bro. I'm like trying to stay alive here, man, and these guys are hitting me, man. I think I get to, yeah, this is back to back. It's all good. We got the kunai, we got the cooldowns, we got the smoke. Thank God I picked up double. All cooldowns. And we're almost back at smoke again because of these small waves. I mean, now obviously that's going to change the heavier the waves get. Like I said, like if you're running double fire ult or even triple, man, you are smart because there's 2 shops, so you can buy 2 sets of ignites, man, and just use them at the right times. You know, it's very possible to do waves after waves at these points and numbers. You just have to be smart with your kunai, and I totally should build up the cycle. But yeah, I just wanted to try and see if it'll work, and almost did. I mean, you can almost, if you can just kick that disciple back and just push it back a bit, you won't even have to worry about the disciple at camp like the whole game. So I don't know if that's the thing. I tried to kick her once with the moon stance, but it just ended up killing her. So with the watches, so I'm not sure if it's possible, but this is another spot to control. I don't really like this much as the other one because of the kunai throwing and the way they spawn. Like this next one, yeah, it's just trash. It's still safe, and if you wanted to play 2P, you've got camp. Oh, it takes a bunch, that's all good. You can easily stick 2P for camp if you really wanted to. Like if you think that camp's going to get more, you know, it's all bloody a bit of a lottery to be honest. But if you think camp's going to get more bloody spawns, then you can just easily chuck 2 people there, and they'll just insta wipe these waves. This is Outpost, and this is why the Hunter should really be here, in my opinion. I think you'll see quite clearly the spawn's just not good. Like, I'm standing in a quite safe zone. The bubble does come here, but, I mean, there's plenty of time to understand what's happening. But, you know, if you look at the spawn, I actually get a bit lucky because they slow down. Yeah, they slow down, so I get a bit lucky, and I wipe the majority of the wave, at least all the small guys, right? And just... that was the worst, you know, just show this dude some... Yes. Yes. The moon cancel culture, bro. That cancel culture. Just cancel those Onis. Boom, boom, boom. Whatever, he's dead. Yeah, so I let through a fatty and a spearman with half health. So it's, I mean, it's not that bad, but... you know, it's a much worse spot for Roman. That's a much better spot for a hunt if you're playing with a good hunter. Compared to camp and then compared to mine, hunter's much better there. So wave 7, this is obviously a bit bigger now. We're getting into the bigger waves, and I still do a pretty good job here. Like I still let people through, and this is kind of why I would get 2 people at mine, because it's a bigger spawn. I mean, I let through a fatty on half health, and then I go double wave. Yep, most of these guys as well. Almost died there, it's all good. Cruising. So I let through that first wave, let through an archer on 1 HP and a fatty with an axe on half health, and then this fatty with what, half health, just under half health, gets through 2 waves. So, you know, if you have an ignite at the right time, or 2 fire ults from Ronin, if you're doubling up at camp or even Outpost, like it's still very doable. The hunter needs to be pretty smart with their kunai, obviously, but this one gets a bit out of control, and I think it'll prove why you need to probably double the spawn. But you really need to make sure you've got your because it spawns right. Yep. I don't know how I survived this, but you really need your ignites, man. Like even if this was camp, I think a lot of these guys would be going down. If you have ignites at the right time, double ultimates and stuff, you know, just save them for the really bad waves. What's really good about camp as well is right at the start, you can, as soon as you finish camp, you can just set a few barrels up in that little house, so you're good to go for bigger waves. Oh my gosh, he just speared me. Oh, he finally turned the ignite on. Cheers, bro. Oh wow. I don't know how I survived that. Ability of the ground, we're cruising. Even though that was a terrible wave, like you can still see that it's better off getting rid of the spawn at the spawn, you know. like the Tengus go down, you know, if you have a bit of help there at mine, a few bloody ignites, whatever, it's all good. Now I was late to 11 dump. I mean, I think it still shows that you can still do a lot of damage and be safe, and you're better off doing it at the spawn because they're all close together. So, you know, I almost took down the wave with the disciple still alive, but anyway, whatever. And then back-to-back wave as well. Taking all these guys down. There's no chance of getting the heart, it's just dust. Got nothing, mate. Just moon cancel this fella. Look how big this thing is. Oh, yes. God mode engaged. Survived the Watcher. I almost got rid of 2 waves there, man. Like a handful of people got past me and the disciple was alive. Like it's so much easier doing it at the spawn. Just need to be careful with the bubble. You're better off being there as it spawns, obviously, but whatever, I was late. So now 13. I think this is just another example of bigger waves that can be done. I mean, if this has ignite or a few bloody Ronin ults, you know, these guys are going down. That dude on the right's going down. Unfortunately, the other dude wouldn't go down there, but the archer would definitely go down there. The spearman probably would have still gone through because he was still on 3/4 health. 2, yeah. So, I mean, I still would have almost soloed 13 at speed as well, but made a bit of a mistake. I mean, if you're a bit smarter with how you play, you can definitely do it. So, boss wave. I think I almost get this done. Oh yeah, it's just that sword here. Same principle, if you're just a bit smarter with where you throw your bombs, a bit quicker I guess as well. Like, that's a boss wave, just pretty solid at the spawn. Get off me there, you got nothing. No, easy. So let through one bloody swordsman then, you know. Ignite, you just, you know, so much easier if you just have a few bloody Ronin ults or something, then yeah, life will be easy. But I think what's also good about playing like this as well is the fact that you're getting rid of the bulk of the wave before you get anywhere near the point. So, you know, worst case scenario, it doesn't really matter. You can always run back to the point, so it's not the end of the world. Like, it just makes it easier because you're getting rid of the bulk, you're getting rid of the big stuff as well. So there's just less chances of being killed, and you're by yourself in safety. Because when you're by yourself, or at least when you're in that safe zone, you'll be surprised how much damage you're saving yourself and your teammates, because you're not getting hit by watchers, you're not getting caught in bubbles. It just makes life so much easier. Now you obviously might get some waves that you don't get anybody there. You might not get those spawns, which at the end of the day it doesn't really matter, because it's just probably a good opportunity depending on where you are. Like Outpost is really good because it's nice and close to the shop. You can go on shop. You can always let Outpost in, man. Like it's not the end of the world, man. If Outpost comes in, like the hunter can still chill there. They can just start killing people from the sort of point, so it's not really, it doesn't really matter. Like it's not about time, like this isn't a leaderboard run, but I think if you're wiping as many waves as possible at the spawn, you're just better off, and it's just a safer way of playing. So that's the only reason why I'd say keep the hunter out there, but at the end of the day, they can still just stand right there in that spot and just pick enemies off as they come towards the point. So that can give the Ronins time to go pick up or whatever it might be. So. Now you can obviously do whatever type of rotation you want, like 2 hunters and 2 Ronin, or a samurai, 2 Ronin, 1 hunter, whatever might work for you guys, whatever might work for your players you play with. But I think the 3 Ronin is really good, especially for the heal, all the kunai cooldowns, and just the damage they do on a small spawn like camp and doubling up at 9. that was just a build that I like to use right there. So I just like to use techniques, ghost weapon, heal all, and whatever ult you want. That's pretty much it, guys. Thanks for watching. Cheers.